Okay, guys. So we're gonna talk about Daredevil, season one, episode. What episode? What is season one, episode one? But what's the name of it? Let's just find out real quick. Into the Ring. I'm gonna be honest. All right, I never seen a Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck. Is it Affleck? Is it Affleck? And I've never read any comics. I even know any. I don't know anything about Daredevil. Nothing. All right. I knew he was blind. Barely. I kind of barely knew that. But I know he's blind, and I didn't quite. My friends kind of explained to me like how he's able to see and all of that, and I'm guessing, well, not see, but I guess hear, supersonic hearing. I guess I don't know, which is cool. Whatever. But this episode was really good. I'm so glad they gave a little backstory, like Gotham did the same thing with Bruce. Just gave what scoped them to be who they are, and I feel like with characters that we're supposed to know and love, and some people don't. That's a good way to start off, opposed to characters that aren't developed yet and people don't technically care about yet. So you got to give more of why we should care about them first before. So I think that was cool. So this episode starts off. I'm not sure. I think it was a flashback. I don't know if it was a flashback or just like they just rolled right into it. But he's in a car accident. His father comes. He's like, oh no, my son. And he's like, close your eyes. It was some type of chemical that burned his eyes. And he's blind. So, and then we fast forward to the present day. And then so he's a lawyer. Now, I never knew he was a lawyer. Hey, I'm sorry. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about Daredevil. So he's a lawyer, and his friend, Lil Crooked. But I mean, defense attorneys, what do you expect? And he's bribing this cop to get information, and the cop finally calls him with a case, and this lady allegedly killed somebody. Now, I thought it was kind of odd, but I'm like, of course, it's like still in the supernatural realm. And I don't mean supernatural as in the TV show. I mean supernatural as in magical. And because I just thought it was weird, like, oh, they drugged you, you woke up with blood and the knife in your hand. Really? Like, what type of drugs did you get? That ain't a roofie. And why she lie? Like, why? Okay, I'm jumping ahead. But why does she have to? So she apparently, I'll just go back. So she apparently works for this company. She got arrested for the murder. But she was never charged. So, and a lot of people don't know, charges when they like officially press charge, meaning the prosecutor is involved now. So they never officially charged her, and they kept saying, well, what is going on? Like, why aren't they charging you? They have enough evidence. And they sure did, because she holding the knife. Like, hey, is this the murder weapon? No. But if her story was right and the way she said it, then she just woke up with the weapon in her hand. Alright. But in my mind, it was like, is this the murder weapon? Did they stab him? And so they're just dumbfounded by the fact that she hasn't been charged yet. So they're like, well, what's going on? So he finally breaks her down, and I thought they was gonna make love. I don't know if she's a love interest or not. I thought they was gonna make love in an apartment, even though he can't see. But you know what? The fact that he couldn't see, they should have picked a really ugly person. Not that she's the most beautiful person in the world, but they should have picked a really ugly person. So it would have been like, at least the ugly person gets to be with the hot guy for once. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always the hot girl with the hot guy. Why can't it be the ugly girl or whoever with the hot whoever? You know. Anyway, I digress. I get off topic sometimes. So he found out that, or they found out in the office first that she works with this company. She stumbled upon some information she wasn't supposed to know. This file about pensions. Apparently, I think it's money laundering or something like that, since the money was constantly moving in and out. Or it could be like tax evasion for who knows. But it was disguised as pensions. So, of course, she, like, if you see something shady on Wall Street, I mean, maybe in the real world, but in the fictional world, I ain't telling nobody. Nobody. I ain't see it. What there was information. There was a file. What file? I seen it? No, I didn't see no file. I don't know what you're talking about. But you saw the file. It says you opened it. It says I opened it. I left my computer for open. Oh man, I shouldn't have left my computer open. Someone else seen it. What was the name of the file? What was in it? Do I need to know what was in there or no? You just gotta. I would just play it off. I didn't see nothing. And then they later on, so they found out about that. And then later on, he figured, he's like, something doesn't add up again, because she was almost killed in prison. So if they were willing to kill you anyway, why didn't they kill you to begin with? And then she was just like, oh my god. And then this is when she lied, because you can hear heartbeats. Kind of like the werewolves on Teen Wolf. They can hear, like, if you're lying or whatever, which is cool. It makes being blind look cool. Oh, I forgot about when he beat up the people in the beginning, but oh well. And just to go back to where we are now, he, so he's like, "Are you sure?" And he could tell she was lying, so I guess he pretended to be asleep. And finally, she sneaks out to go to the apartment to take the file back. Idiot. And what do you know? There's an assassin there, and he just bang, bang, bang her head against the wall. And she all like, oh, my back is up against the wall. And the USB drive flies out. And then the assassin's just like, well, I guess it's time to finish it off. And then that's when Daredevil, they fighting. And the choreography for the fight was really good. It was like a really good movie. This is only episode 1. And it was just like a little movie, and I liked it. So, and then he flies out the window. Then he has a flashback about his father, and da da da. You know how the superhero movies, there's always flashbacks. And then he goes back and he finishes him with a chain. And I guess they're trying to like demonstrate how he can hear, or how he can fight with, his disability, whatever. Well, then these group, I guess not the villain, not the leaders. Well, I guess the old woman was the leader, but I guess it was a bunch of minions and one leader. It seemed, the old Chinese woman, and I guess they're doing a smuggling ring, or yeah, they're all trying to smuggle women, sex trafficking and drugs, whatever. And apparently there's this mystery guy. It's like Charlie's Angel. You know Charlie? We don't know what he looks like, but we just hear his voice. And he's like, we don't say his name. Because the one of the Russian guys was like, Mr. We don't say his name. And I'm like, all right. Now, I guess this is for people that know the story. Because I have no idea. Like, say his name. It don't make never mind. It's not going to be shocking to me either way. Unless somebody's like, Mr. I don't know, Clinton, Cosby. I don't know, somebody we know already. I don't know who they talking about. Regardless, but yeah. So they all upset and everything, and so he took the USB after he beat up the guy. He took the USB and then brought it back, and then I guess gave it to the media, and the media released it and whatever. So she was off the hook because that's all she knew was that. But then everyone who knew a little bit more was either committed suicide, allegedly. And I really like this show. I'm gonna continue watching it. You know, Netflix is released the whole season, which you know is kind of funny because now they kind of have a leg up against the other Marvel series because everybody has to wait for week by week. So everybody's just gonna binge watch um Daredevil. But anyway, we'll see you in the next show. Hold tuned. Hold on. Oh gosh. Stay tuned.